Golden Oak, the estate where you can purchase multi-million-dollar mansions in the heart of Walt Disney World with some costing up to $8 million US, has sold out. When we first did a video about this roughly 2 years ago, people were shocked to find that this even existed. This isn't some clickbait about a ritzy estate near Disney, but is one run by the Walt Disney Company and is just around the corner from parks like Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Each mansion has a unique styling, taking inspiration from your favorite Disney properties while still remaining classy and modern. But trust me, compared to prices now and what they could be in the future, $8 million seems like a bargain. When you visit DisneyGoldenOak.com and check home availability, you get a message that says, "Thank you for your interest in Golden Oak at Walt Disney World Resort. Currently, there are no homes available. Please contact a Golden Oak sales representative as availability can change." Side note, it really is a sign of the times that Disney's homepage for their multi-million-dollar estate has an advertisement for Disney+. At this stage, Disney has exhausted their inventory of available mansions, and it doesn't seem like they've got anything new in the pipeline at this time. This doesn't mean that Disney won't ever make properties here again, as it is an absolute goldmine for the company, but it just means that whatever phase of the development they were working on is now complete. Whilst they're not particularly forthcoming regarding the overall plan of Golden Oak, this strategy isn't uncommon for estates. It gives them an opportunity to learn from their construction, plan future development, and refine infrastructure to make the area as efficient as possible. And whilst Disney can't sell any homes at the moment, that's not to say that this isn't working in their favor, but I'll get to that later on. Considering that Disney isn't currently selling, if you want to purchase a Golden Oak property, then your only option at the moment is to buy privately through a reseller. Currently, there is only one of these properties available at 10,224 Summer Meadow Way, Golden Oak, Florida. Advertised as an Italianate masterpiece located in the Four Seasons Private Residences district, this 6-bedroom, 6.5-bathroom mansion is asking for a cool $16.3 million US. Now, this property has been on the market for 229 days, which is just over half a year, but before you shed a tear for the owner because it hasn't sold for so long, keep in mind that they originally purchased the property for $6.4 million in 2018. That is almost $10 million of straight-up profit by just owning the property in under 4 years. Even if it takes 20 years for them to sell at this price, they'd still have earned the equivalent of $500,000 US every year that it was on sale. Quick note that as of editing this video, there is now another mansion up for sale which is much cheaper at $4.6 million US for a 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom home. Now, public records indicate that this property was originally purchased for $629,000 US. Of course, this price sounds too good to be true because it is. That only brought them the block of land, which they then had to spend an additional $1.6 million just to build their house on there, still leaving them with a nice 100% profit in just 5 years. This is exactly what I thought would happen with Golden Oak. Originally, there was ample supply, and the concept seemed fundamentally outrageous because who's going to spend millions of dollars for mansions at Walt Disney World? But now that supply is severely limited, demand will start to skyrocket, and with these prices, it's going to become something of a luxury bragging point for the ultra-wealthy. You don't want to be the only multi-millionaire in the room without a mansion at Walt Disney World, do you? But how does Disney benefit from this, considering that these mansions are being resold for ridiculous amounts of money outside of the mouse's control? Well, it comes down to the value of Golden Oak. Demand drives up prices when supply is low, and if people start purchasing these properties at outrageous markups, then they're bringing up the average value of the area. This means that theoretically, Disney could create a new district using the exact same designs and materials as before, but sell the properties for double or quadruple the price to meet demand, since people don't want to miss out on such an opportunity. Also, the Walt Disney World company does get some direct cash from these properties, with Golden Oak homeowners needing to pay homeowner association fees, which start at $5,100 per home annually, with an additional $2,550 for maintaining the landscaping in the Marceline and Kimball Trade neighborhoods. On top of this, Disney charges for access to their Mediterranean-themed clubhouse with concierge services, a heated pool, fitness, a lounge, an on-site Italian restaurant, and recreational events for residents, which started at $20,100 in 2014. Beyond this, Golden Oak isn't just about mansions. There are hotel opportunities as well, such as the Four Seasons Resort Orlando, which overlooks the district and averages out at $5,906 a night for the cheapest king room, which overlooks the estate. I don't feel like I'm rich enough to know why this resort exists. I couldn't imagine spending $25,000 on just accommodation for 5 days at Walt Disney World, but maybe it has to do with them wanting to maintain a sense of luxury within this exclusive gated community. Or perhaps it's an opportunity to advertise the area to those with enough money to afford such a resort. The value proposition appears to have already worked in Disney's favor, considering that a large block of land right near the Four Seasons recently sold for $30 million as of the 1st of October 2021. This land would be perfect for an expansion to the resort or a high-end precinct containing restaurants, an additional hotel, and other amenities for those at Golden Oaks. I felt that when we first presented Golden Oak, many people hoped that this outrageous idea would have failed, but it seems to be working advantageously in Disney's favor. Walt Disney World is introducing a new clientele to the parks that will happily pay premium prices for premium offerings, with the example of Walt Disney World Club 33, which apparently has exhausted its allocation and now has a waiting list. I find myself simultaneously disgusted and in awe of Golden Oak. On one hand, it feels like the embodiment of greed, taking something that millions have helped to build up to then cash it in to the dozens that are now benefiting from it. But on the other hand, I'm amazed by the care and attention that went into this project. The houses are magnificent, meticulously designed works of art dedicated to a brand that a lot of us spent our entire lives with. And at points, I find myself almost jealous. Walt Disney World has always had a history of being relatively expensive, but looking into the future, it's clear that they've only just scraped the surface of ultra-premium offerings at and around the parks. The success of Golden Oak means that we will see more endeavors like this into the future. Though it's probably not something to get too upset about. If you're the sort of person that thinks these offerings are outrageous, then they're obviously not for you. And thankfully, for most of these, you'll barely know they're there. Before, I briefly mentioned the hope of failure. And it seems all the more common that those within the Disney fandom hope that Disney will fail in their projects like Golden Oak that continue to demand more and more money. Look at the very expensive 2-day experience of the Star Cruiser, the continued price rise within the parks, including annual passes, the resort changes that continually eliminate offerings for those staying there, and endeavors like Genie Plus. I feel that the hope is that Disney will slip up, dust themselves off, realize their mistake, and go back to what we remember as the golden days. But sometimes, things change. You can't control change, but you can control how you respond to it. So here, I turn it to you. What are your thoughts on Golden Oak's success? And what do you think we're going to see into the future? For ReviewTyme, I'm Dom. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing.